Hello, good evening, everybody. I hope we are all enjoying our evening. Okay, let's invite others to join us right about now. We are starting now. So we are live. All right. Evening once again, everybody. It's good to be here again on day 12. Are you as excited as I am? I am excited today to be here. So, our question is, who is your child's best friend and why? Who is your child's best friend and why? I believe we have asked our children this question, and I'm sure that we must have heard different kinds of responses. All right. Sorry for the break in transmission. So, who is your child's best friend and why? Were we able to ask that question at all? And did we get responses? I personally did, and I was able to get responses. Although I didn't really get a concise response from my second daughter, but my first daughter, yes, I had responses. And you see, when children are toddlers, either they are toddlers, preteens, so sorry about the noise at my background. It's the girls that are trying to put one or two things together. All right, so when children are toddlers, whether they are preteens, whether they are teenagers, having a best friend helps them to overcome some troubles that come with growing up. Yes, you might begin to ask, okay, so does it mean that when a child is growing up, there will be troubles? Yes, there is going to be troubles. And when they have friends, they can actually navigate that journey based on the quality of friends that they have. But the question is, What does having one best friend do for a child? From playground, for those that go to the playground to play, for those that go to the sports field, you know, having one or many true friends throughout one school time or even growing up time can actually make navigating childhood and adolescence to be much easier than we ever thought. Humans are social creatures by nature. That is what an educational psychologist says. Humans are social creatures by nature. So if that is been tagged, that humans are social creatures, then it is imperative how to socialize with other people and with other children. And it's not enough to have a best friend. It's actually very important to have friends who your child or your teenager feels supported, accepted by, in order for them to thrive. So the quality of friends that they have actually helps them to determine whether they're able to thrive or not. There are some friends that when they move with them, they can make them feel less of themselves, they make them feel bad and all of that. So the kind of friend a child has really is important, because friendship contributes to development. Are we still together? Is anybody here today? Is anyone listening to me? We're talking about friendship. I said that friends contribute to development. So making friends is actually a core part of our children's development. Friendship helps to provide a platform to learn how to communicate, to learn how to talk through differences, and even learn social skills. My daughter was telling me this afternoon that she has a friend in school, and she loves to when it's time for lunch, that she loves to have lunch together with her friend. And sometimes her friend does not like to have lunch with her. So it's not really compulsory. It's something that you can discuss. You can talk about it. If she's not fine with it, then each person can actually have their lunch at their preferred time. So making friends is very important. It's a core part of a child's development. And of course, when we are talking about emotional development, developing emotional intelligence, developing empathy, knowing how to regulate emotions and behave appropriately even in social situations, is one of the ways by which friendship helps to enhance a child's development. In fact, friendship also assists children and teenagers to feel supported and feel acknowledged despite the challenges that school environment can bring. When your child has a very good friend and they have good relationship with that friend, they feel well supported, they feel relaxed, no matter the kind of challenge that school activities can actually bring. So when a child is feeling acknowledged and accepted by their friends, by their peers, they are more likely to have better self-esteem and even reduced rate of anxiety. Are we getting me? Is anybody here hearing me? So as children grow older, the needs that their friendship fulfills, you know, is always evolving, because the developmental stage in life require different levels of engagement. From friendship with the toddler stage, having parallel play, compared to teenagers who will now transition their focus from family to socializing with their peers. So even if you have teenagers, even if you have 1 year old, 2 year old, wherever they find themselves, they will develop affinity for one person or a group of people, and it helps them. That's this, they're able to see people that they can play with, and they grow into childhood, and then gradually till they get to the teenage age, where they now begin to evolve in their relationship. So some children may naturally gravitate to just one person. They call them best friend forever, while others feel comfortable with having more than one person as friend, even with a very deep level of closeness. So what matters most is actually not the quantity of friends, but the quality of the relationship that they feel they have, sincere friends whom they can rely on. That is where the quality comes in. Friends that are reliable, friends that they share the same value, friends that they share the same belief, friends that they share the same principles with. So it is very important for a child to be able to understand that friendship is key, and it matters to have a friend that understands you. So what are the benefits of having best friends? What are the benefits? Is anybody here with me? Is anybody here with me? Best friends share a very close bond, especially those that have childhood friends. They don't only create lifelong memories, but friendship also have considerable impact on who our children become. So having a best friend not only offers your child a sense of belonging that comes with being able to identify and share their feelings with somebody that they have a similar interest with. It also allows them the opportunity to learn from another person and share ideas. That is what the psychologists say, that once a child has a very good friend, somebody that they share a similar interest with, it helps them to learn from each other. You cannot know it all. Your child cannot know it all. So, whatever your child knows today, having a good friend that also has good values will help that child to be able to align in such a way that they will share ideas. And adage says, show me your friend and I will literally tell you who you are. So it is important for us to have this communication, this discussion with our children time on time, for them to know the importance of having a good friend, because a good friend teaches them lifelong lessons that impact positive behaviors on them. Friendship helps to improve their ideas. They learn a lot. They are able to relate with people of like minds. Those are some of the benefits of having a good friend. Are we still together? So there are so many other benefits of having very close friends. Another one is having someone that you feel comfortable to discuss any issue with as best friends. Someone that understands your personality, someone that understands your background, someone that understands the way you feel, that connectedness, knowing that knowing that your best friend is with you, even if they are not physically close to you. That is the importance of having a friend that understands you, someone that you are comfortable with. There are some people that they are with their family members, but they are friends. Whatever it is that they want to do tomorrow, their friends already knows about it, and they have not even told their family because they didn't have a relationship with their family, but they have a very good relationship with their friends. So you can imagine, friendship also gives unconditional support. Friendship gives unconditional support. You know, a best friend that see you at your best, a best friend that see you at your worst, and together you are both always willing to stand and support each other. So we've talked about connectedness, we've talked about unconditional support. You've seen each other at your best and also at your worst situations. You are able to support each other. That is what friendship is all about. Another importance of having a best friend is is the fact that a best friend will help strengthen your self-esteem. So the self-esteem of your child will be strengthened because their best friend will understand their values, understand their opinion. They will know why, even when they have something, your best friend will be able to understand you. So when you have somebody that understands you, understands your value, understands your opinion, your self-esteem will be well boosted. Another beautiful benefit of having a best friend is it builds loyalty. It means that you do not need to be concerned about the secrets you share being revealed to another person. You are confident that this person would not ever share those secrets with another person. However, let's encourage our children to really, really be careful of the kind of secrets they share with people. At this stage, they might not be able to know who can actually keep secrets. But when we have built a good relationship with our children, they are able to explain things to us, talk about their friendship. We need to get to know our children's friend. Another importance of having a best friend is that your child have a person in whom their thoughts can be expressed and they don't feel any sense of judgment. They don't judge them. But relying on just one person have its own pros and cons, especially between childhood and adolescence. They are sometimes more susceptible to peer pressure. So psychologists have said that having one best friend can actually limit potential friendship with others. Could also lead to negative influences which can impact on their decision making process, especially when the decision they are making, they need the ideas of other people, but as best friends they have a policy of not sharing their thoughts with other people. They could make wrong decisions, and if that friendship ends, sometimes they could feel betrayed, and they can feel grief because they have just one best friend. So I would advise that as they are looking to having one friend, they should also have groups. For now, they are still developing. When they have groups, they are able to share ideas with different kinds of people. However, the principles of choosing a friend still plays out, even if they are going to have friends with more than one person. Having multiple friends actually helps our children or our teenagers to interact with people from different backgrounds, different culture, diverse abilities. It could also teach our children how to work in a team. It provides them the opportunity to develop new skills, new insights, and learning not to be judgmental. Because, of course, when you share other people's views, you will not be judgmental. Are we still together? Are we still together? So, as parents, how can we facilitate friendship? So, what we have to do is to draw the right balance between being too controlling and not taking enough interest in our children's social life. We must know where to draw that line. We must not be too controlling, and we must not ignore their social life. No matter the kind of parenting style that we have, the most important thing is to model positive friendship for our children. We've said it before in one of our webinars that we are like mirrors that our children are watching. They mirror our behavior, they mirror our way of life, they mirror our activity. So the way we choose friends naturally gravitates into the way they would also choose friends. So we need to be careful. Our children also need to know that we are there to support them, even if they want to change their circle of friends, or maybe they don't want to develop interest in their best friend. We must always be there to give them necessary support. And for our young children, we need to take keen interest in who our children connect with within the school environment, within the church, anywhere they get to, especially when we have children that make friends easily. We need to be interested. And our being interested should entail that we should make an extra effort to assist our children in making, excuse me, please. I was saying that we should make an effort in taking interest in looking at the kind of friends that our children are making. We should show them support, allow them to go on play dates. Very, very important. It's an opportunity for socialization. And then when they are back, ask them questions. These are the ways by which they develop social skills. They're able to relate with other people. The four walls of our home is not enough to raise our children. If you have taught them values, you have taught them skills, there is a time to launch them. Allow them to go on play dates, especially with people that you know. As they grow up, it's important to be willing to listen to our children, to help them navigate the highs and the lows that friendship can bring. We all know that friendship has its benefits, it has its pros, it has its cons. It is our duty as parents to help our children navigate this journey. That is one of the reasons why we are connecting with them. When you ask them these questions, you get to know who they have been, how have they even been making decisions on friendship. What are the criteria that they use in choosing their friends? And remember, I have mentioned it, that we are the mirror that these children are following after. So we need to model the right behavior to our children. They need to see the way we are also navigating this friendship journey. When they understand, when they are able to see that and they understand, then it's easy and seamless for them to also follow suit. So that is what our discussion for today is hinged on. Knowing your child's best friend or best friends, as the case may be, and why. Why has your child chosen this particular person as their best friend? What values, what principles is this person upholding that makes your child to be comfortable in building relationship with this person? And like I said, it starts from toddler stage, from 1 year. Don't say your child is too young to make friends. No, they grow into it. They start with parallel play, then they grow gradually to understanding themselves, getting different people, different children's perspective, until they get to the teenager stage where the actions of their friends will now begin to influence them, or they will now be the one influencing their friends. That's where we talk about the peer pressure. So we shouldn't wait until that time when they become teenagers before we begin to do the right thing for our children, before we begin to relate with them, before we begin to understand them. So ask your child, why is this person your best friend? What are the values that this person uphold? What are their beliefs? What's their family like? Because whatever decision that friend makes, naturally your child would also gravitate towards that. And if it is your child, if it is the other way around, it also naturally gravitates to the other person. So what we want to do is to raise our children, connect with them such that they will be able to understand how to choose a friend, choose the right friend that will understand them, a friend that they are comfortable with, a friend that would not lead them in the wrong direction. And once we have been able to do this, then our children can soar to the highest heights. Are we here? Is anybody listening to me? Is anybody hearing me right now? Okay, I can see that we have about four of us here, 4 or 5. Okay. Do you have anything to say? Oh, yeah, thank you. All right. Were you able to do this activity? So we have just 3 more days to go. I believe that this challenge has really, really helped us to connect effectively with our children. I'm sure some of these children are supposed to even be looking forward to you having a session with them. That is, if we have actually been doing it like we have been talking about. Because the whole idea is to develop ways of connecting with our children. There's so many things that we can actually do that can help us better connect, understand them, and mm. Okay, I have a question here. How about when they say, I just like the person or she makes me happy? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, she makes me happy. All right, I just like the person. So There are other questions that we can ask from there. So, what do you like about the person? How do they make you happy that others don't make you? Does it mean that other people make you sad? Or does it mean that there's a level of affinity that you develop? Now, this is majorly for children who maybe we have not really taught, or they are yet to understand the process of building right relationship. Yes, but for children who already understands it, when they are making friends, they will factor some of these things into their friendship. So there might be need to ask, what does this person do that makes you happy? What do you like about this person? My second daughter used to have a friend in her former school. The girl is a Muslim. She's an Hausa girl. Initially, when she told me about this girl, I was like, a Muslim, what do you like about her? She said she likes the fact that she speaks a different language and she wants to learn that language. And she also see that the girl does not, it doesn't, she doesn't discriminate. She's very free, and she doesn't want it to be like, oh, is it because she's a Muslim? Is that why I cannot be her friend? Now it got to a point where, because we were always checking, this your friend. So how about this your friend? Then when we notice any attitude, say, are you sure this is not related to this kind of friend? She might say, oh no, no, that's not true. Or maybe, and that's what I see her do. That's what I see her say. So it got to a point where we had to begin to tell her, no, at this point, you cannot continue to be a friend to this person. It was quite difficult for her. It was quite difficult. But we allowed her to go through that process to understand that you are not going to be, you are no longer going to be a friend, not because she's a bad person, but because we have our values that we uphold. And that does not align with what she upholds, because of course there were some attitude that we now begin to see, and it was obvious that we are making efforts on our end, and this other girl, the parents are not even there to make any efforts. So obviously there's a possibility that if care is not taken, they can rub off on each other, and we need to do self-preservation. So it's not like we are discriminating, we are actually preserving our own generation. So that is what we are trying to do. So it's very important to actually ask, to be sure. Sometimes the children feel like they have made the right choice, but like I said before, one of the things that is very critical is for us to show them that we are here to give support. We are here to support you. We are here to help you navigate even this one journey as well. Today, my 5-year-old daughter was saying she's always bored when no one plays or sits with her at lunchtime. I've tried to explain to her that values must align and all, but doesn't want to be alone. Okay, that's in school, right? I guess um in school she doesn't want to have sit by herself to have her lunch, and she's just 5. Okay, so um one of the things that you need to let her know is that boredom is good. Boredom is good. No child wants to be bored, but I tell you, when they are bored they get to think. So conscious, yes, I already knew that it's in school. So consciously There's need to have a conversation with her about the things that she can do by herself. And of course, she cannot also force herself on people. If nobody wants to sit with her at lunch, she should sit alone and think. And she should understand that it is not a function of maybe because she's not a beautiful girl, or is it because I'm not I'm not, I don't know, whatever it is that children might think of. There's need to do positive affirmation for her. Let her also develop affirmation, so that even if nobody wants to be a friend or nobody wants to sit with her at lunch, she should enjoy her lunchtime all by herself. Use that time to sing, use that time to write, use that time to draw. The time when nobody wants to play with her, let her think about other activities that she can do around that period. She should not feel less of herself. Nobody is permitted to make her feel less of herself, not even our classmates. Because, in the first place, if they are worthy of being her friend, they will not leave her. So, with time, somebody will gravitate towards her. She should just continue to be herself, and then she will be fine. She will be fine. It might not be now, it might be later, but of course, the time is coming that she will definitely have a friend. But it's very important that she should not force it on anyone, so that she doesn't um, begin to make decisions that doesn't align. So we have work to do there. For such a child, you need to affirm her, let her know that you are there, let her know that very soon she's going to see somebody whose values align with hers. There's no need to be in a hurry, because definitely there will be that one person who will align. Are we still together? Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Do I have any other question? Oh, okay. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Yes, that is what it is. Thank you very much for this very, very interactive session. I'm excited to have you all here. Thank you, my husband, Mr. Fadiro. I can see all your comments. Thank you so very much. Yeah, thank you for the support. So we have just 3 days to go. Three days. See you tomorrow. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Bye for now. We can continue the chats in the on the WhatsApp group. Bye, everybody.